So I ordered a couple things off Amazon that came in. I will look at these ones later this week. It's a squeeze gun temperature taker for your fish tanks, and then an inline hose thermometer display so I can adjust the faucet to the proper temperature. It's important because I did shock some of my babies this winter when my hot water ran out because the water is so much colder. So hopefully this will let me keep a better eye when the temperature starts going down, when my hot water heater starts running out. The other thing I ordered was this microscope that showed up. Now I had ordered one previously off Amazon and it was like a kit one, this thing. And it looked a lot better in the pictures, and I could not see anything. I mean, I did use it, and I never found anything, but I honestly, it just looked like blurs to me. So I got this new one, and it was $62.99, and it works really nice. I've been playing with it for a couple hours. I scoped probably a dozen fish so far, and I did not find Costia. So that was the parasite that Jenny found when we swapped the fish at the pet store. So the question was, did they come from my system or did they come from the guy who had his hands in the tank and then was handbagging my fish up? So I did not find Costia on any of my fish. Now I also have done a cupramine dose on the fish, and then I found out my one Aranda had a hole in the head, so I immediately switched gears and started treating for internal parasites because at the time that was more important and I didn't want to double meds. I went through that before. I have an update on my Aranda that I'll show too. So I did that treatment and then started treating for hole in the head. And so I swabbed about a dozen fish in the sides and the bellies and did not find anything that looked like Costia off the videos. And I really wish I have tried like 10 times to angle my GoPro. And I did find on my goldfish.net this, which is, looking at the pictures, it's a fluke. But I found like 3 of them on the body. I did not go in and clip the gills. I am not comfortable with that. I was planning on going ahead with treating everybody in my entire system. I've literally taken a week off of work in about 2 weeks, and because that was the soonest that I could get off, a week off of work to break down all the tanks, clean everything, and cycle everybody through some treatments in one of the 300 gallons with a lot of aeration. And because I was expecting to, because not only, could that parasite have come from mine, even though I treat once or twice weekly, apparently Costia is really contagious. It can dry on nets. It's really hard to kill. So I did expect to possibly find it on mine, not only because it's hard to kill, but because I brought fish to that pet store that Jenny didn't pick, and I brought those ones back. So I could have brought that back into my system as well. So I didn't find that, but I did find flukes, which, that's the thing with new fish. But it's on the body, so I'm going to be doing some prosy in the meantime till I can do my 1 week bucket to bucket tub to tub basically regimen. But I really wish I could have gotten a clip of these things moving, but this is exactly what it looked like. And then I found 3 of them in the slide from the goldfish.net Big Cured Mama. So I haven't seen any scratching, but she's still been kind of top hanging, but I contributed that to her spawning, which happens after fish are shipped because of that barometric change when they're being shipped. A lot of them will spawn, so she spawned and then she's been kind of floaty ever since. So I give this microscope 2 thumbs up. I have the hiccups. It is the Amscope. I'll put the link on it. Amscope 40 to 1000. I want to say I have, this is a 10 times, I'm not sure how the magnification actually works, but this is like a 10 times magnification thing, and then there's settings on there, and I want to say I found it on the, I'm not sure which. The only thing I will say is this thing already came like it was hanging out, and I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that. So that otherwise, I mean, it's metal, it's nice, it's solid, and it works, and it's fun to play with. So 2 thumbs up on this. So my whole fish room was all locked out anyways while I treat everybody, and it's really nice that once I get everybody treated, I can keep monitoring monthly with this scope to make sure nothing comes back, because it's important to me that the fish that I send out are healthy and I'm not infecting anybody else's system. That's why, and you know, it'll be nice because I've always just automatically treated my fish twice yearly. Once when I bring them out for the summer, and like in the early spring, I'll treat them and then before I bring them in, I'll usually treat them. So maybe this will, if I get good at this, this will allow me to not have to prophylactically automatically treat twice a year. Maybe I can just treat babies before I send them out, check the babies with the scope, so I'll expose my fish to less medications. That's a good thing. So I really think this was a good purchase.